Hello and welcome to Engine Adventures off-road review of this 1999 Jeep Cherokee XJ. We are in four-wheel drive, full-time. It's getting glare right there. There you go, four-wheel drive, full-time, right where my pinky finger is. And you can see that right here. Go ahead and just drop it into drive. And I need some air conditioning on. Okay, I drove this the one way. I'm a little bit nervous about it because this thing's so old, but and there's a pile of bricks right here. That was a little unusual. So once we get past this pile of bricks, this is one spot I like to test kind of hard, but the bricks here, not gonna do that. Okay, let's go ahead and hit 20. 20 is the goal, and 20 is about where this thing can ride. So we're at 20 right now. Just under 20, there we go, back up to 20. Makes me nervous the spare tire is not tied down, but man, this worn out suspension is pretty darn smooth, and I guess that's what happens when it gets worn out. It makes it a lot smoother, and at 20 miles an hour, it doesn't bottom out. I went up to like 23 when I drove it out the other way, and it did bottom out one time, so honestly, it rides way smoother than most of the current vehicles, especially the current vehicles this size. It has a decent amount of wheel travel, but the up travel is really limited, and I did hit the bump stop on the up travel one time, like I said. But really, overall, smooth ride, steering's good. Brakes are a little hard to push, which might just be from this era, but they're still strong. It is, you just have to have, put a lot of weight on the pedal, but they're still pretty stout. So we're gonna do the articulation test hill first, and then we'll go do the steep hill climb, and I think you guys will like this one.
Here, I start out in two-wheel drive, and it's clear I'm not gonna make it, so I shift into four-wheel drive high, and I do pull the e-brake a little bit to transfer power side to side a little, and it does help. It's able to make the climb, and the articulation is okay on this vehicle. The suspension's pretty worn out, so it's not going to do amazing things, but we'll change that in the future. Here in four-wheel drive low, I kind of try the same thing, try it without using the e-brake, and then I pull the e-brake, and it does help again, but the e-brake is definitely losing its braking force. I may have to manually adjust it so I can tighten it up a bit, but it was still enough to make it up the climb, just struggled a little bit.
And I'm sure you can hear everything kind of creaks and rattles in here. Of course, my keys, but I mean, it's old, it's got all the loose plastics and stuff. We'll see how much of that we get rid of, but that's not going to be a main focus for this thing. What I want to show you now is going downhill. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it into low range. Think I'm there. Sure am. Low range first gear, and let her crawl down this thing. I'm on the brake right now because this part is a little bit nuts, but all right, so off the brakes entirely. Speedometer is kind of hard to see, but we're probably at 3 miles an hour. Ideally, it would be lower than that, but yeah, 3 miles an hour is not too bad. And I love the approach and departure angles on this thing. It's just an off-road toy, so fun, but still an excellent on-road vehicle. And with that part-time transfer case and full-time, if you need it, it totally has great all-weather capabilities. Of course, this does not have any of the ABS brake system for helping you climb hills and, you know, stopping the spinning wheel. It does have ABS for normal braking, but just not for climbing, you know, in slick terrain or whatever. It won't break the spinning wheels for you, which, if we keep this, I've got some ideas on how I want to upgrade it. Let me go ahead and set up one more camera and then we'll try this steep hill climb. We are in 4-wheel drive low, first gear, and I should pull the camera off so I can show you what I'm doing, but basically this thing has a handbrake for the e-brake, and I can just push the button down, hold it down, and as the wheels start to slip, I can pull up on that. So you can see there, we're starting to slip. I'm just gonna pull up on the e-brake, and actually I'll push the regular brakes a little bit too. Oh, not gonna make it this time, huh? Let me try again. We're tearing up this hill. Okay, we'll go a little bit of a running start. Not gonna do it. I made that my first time just trying this out, so we'll just go slightly off on the easier line, lock it down in the first gear. And there we go. I mean, this thing has pretty decent articulation and all that too, so it doesn't struggle in most cases, but that spot's really quite a deep hole. And there we go.
Thank you for watching Engine Adventures off-road review of this 1999 Jeep Cherokee. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications. Give me a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what things you want to see. Let me know how you want this thing built out. Are we looking at an overlander? Are we looking at an off-roader? How much lift do you guys think it needs? Let me know the components you want to see go on to this thing and we'll build it up. Thanks again, have a great day.